Welcome to BNEWS Weekly. I'm Phil Gallagher along with BNEWS Director Rich Hosford, BNEWS reporters Tad Stefanak, Chris Flaherty, and Robert Paris, Peter Brown with the weather, Gretchen Carey with the community calendar, and Gabrielle Papili with the social media minute. The Burlington Board of Health is warning residents to take extra precautions in avoiding mosquito bites after a mosquito tested positive for a disease that can transfer to humans. The board said in a release that the Mass Department of Public Health has announced that West Nile virus has been detected in a mosquito sample collected from Burlington on July 27th. West Nile is most commonly transmitted to humans by the bite of a mosquito infected with the virus. Most people infected with WNV will have no symptoms. When present, the symptoms tend to include fever and flu-like illness. By taking a few common sense precautions, people can help to protect themselves and their loved ones, the Board of Health wrote, supplying the following tips. Be aware of peak mosquito hours. The hours from dusk to dawn are peak biting times for many. Consider rescheduling outdoor activities that occur during evening or early morning. Clothing can help reduce mosquito bites, although it may be difficult when it's too hot, wearing long sleeves, long pants, and socks when outdoors. Which will keep mosquitoes away from your skin, obviously. Apply insect repellent when you go outdoors. Use a repellent with DEET, permethrin, picaridin, R3535, or oil of lemon eucalyptus, according to the instructions on the product label. Drain standing water. Mosquitoes lay their eggs in standing water. Limit the number of places around your home for mosquitoes to breed by either draining or getting rid of items that hold that water. Check gutters, drains, unused flower pots, plastic toys, and wading pools. Change water in bird baths frequently. The birds appreciate that. During the summer, mosquito larvae can complete their development in water within a week. Properly maintain unused swimming pools. Mosquitoes commonly lay eggs in neglected swimming pools and water in loose-fitting pool covers or tarps. Install or repair screens. Some mosquitoes like to come indoors. If you've heard them buzzing in your bedroom at night. Keep them outside by having tightly fitting screens on all your windows and doors. A pharmaceutical and biotechnology company that has become a household name for being one of the 3 companies to develop a COVID-19 vaccine is looking to expand into Burlington. Moderna Incorporated was before the Burlington Board of Health on Tuesday night for a biological safety permit to set up lab and office space in the Azure Cleanroom facility at 60 Blanchard Road. Moderna was founded in 2010 in Cambridge and has since expanded into Norwood. In a presentation, representatives said they will occupy and operate in approximately 11,000 square feet of lab space and 2,100 square feet of office space. This includes the use of 15 of Azure's clean rooms. The hazardous material they will be using is E. coli, which will be used to research and develop new pharmaceuticals with messenger RNA, commonly called mRNA. Given its essential role, we believe that mRNA could be used to create a new category of medicines with significant potential to improve the lives of patients, they said. The potential implications of using mRNA as a drug are significant and far-reaching and could meaningfully improve how medicines are discovered, developed, and manufactured. The presentation also outlined the safety protocol and procedures that will be in place. These include keycard access to all entrances, clean rooms, and waste and warehouse spaces, and cable TV cameras located throughout the site. All visitors will be escorted while in the building. In terms of biological waste management, the company adheres to the Massachusetts Sanitary Code. They also have a contractor to remove solid and sharp biological waste and a method of disposing of liquor waste that has taken off by site specialists. Members of the board said they were satisfied with the information they received and approved the permit unanimously. Chairman of the board, Dr. Ed Weiner, said he was happy to have Moderna coming to Burlington. Here are his comments.
You have your biological safety permit. Thank you for coming. We hope that you'll expand here. We are looking. We're happy to have you here, and thank you for all you do, and thank you for what you did to help this country through the pandemic, and with your development, your research development, and how quickly you moved. So thank you so much.
The Burlington Public Schools are welcoming an interim principal for Memorial and would like to introduce her to the community. At the latest school committee meeting, Superintendent Conti said Tara Harris, a Massachusetts native who has been working in education in New York City for the past 21 years, has returned to the state to take on the position. Here are his comments.
We are pleased to announce that Tara Harris will be joining the Memorial School as the interim principal for next year. Ms. Harris brings a wealth of experience from South Brooklyn, New York. She spent 10 years as a special education teacher working with children with autism before serving as both an assistant principal and a district-level special education director. Tara is a native of Massachusetts, so she does root for the Bright baseball team. We are excited to welcome her back home, and again, Ms. Harris will be connecting with Memorial staff and family. She's already doing so. She's at Memorial, but she'll continue to do so throughout the summer. So, Tara, welcome to Burlington, and I wanted to introduce you to the Burlington School Committee, and just say we're very happy you're here.
Conti said he was impressed with Harris's commitment to children throughout her career. She has significant experience working with children with autism in various capacities in both large district and small school settings. Harris said she is excited to come to Memorial and that she views the position as a privilege. In her letter, she said she is committed to ensuring all students get the best education available. Finally, she said she knows this year will have its unique challenges as students return to fully reopened schools, and those students who had been remote find themselves in a classroom for the first time in over a year. There was a gathering at the Burlington's new DPW and Parks and Recreation Maintenance Facility on Meadow Road to officially open the new building with a ceremonial ribbon cutting. BNEWS Director Rich Hosford was there and files this report.
2, 1.
There was a lot of excitement on Meadow Road on Monday morning as the town held a ribbon-cutting ceremony for the newly finished DPW and Parks and Recreation Maintenance Facility. The building, part one of a two-part project that will also see the replacement of the Highway Division facility, was approved by town meeting a few years ago, but was much longer in the making.
So this goes back to 2018. That was our first major vote the town meeting took on this, but we can't count that as the date because we actually go back probably decades before that to get to that point. For as long as I've been in Burlington, we've been talking about this new facility, so it's been over 14 years anyhow.
Both department heads said the difference between what was and what is now cannot be overstated.
We had animals living in our current facility, holes in the wall, insulation falling from the ceiling. This is night and day. This is state-of-the-art facility, and we're so happy to have it.
Well, if you looked at both our vehicle maintenance facility that we currently had compared to what we used to have, we used to have two very small, outdated bays where we used to have to fix vehicles year-round, particularly in the wintertime. It was very hard to fix a vehicle. You have to get the vehicle out that you're working on, get another vehicle in. There's no comparison. It's night and day compared to what we have state-of-the-art right now.
Town officials were also happy to see town employees getting much improved working conditions.
That is again night and day. I mean, right now we have actual rooms and an actual place that people can have a break if they during work. In the past, they just have to sit around vehicles and take the break there. So this is like really. You notice how excited I am because this is a big moment for us in Burlington, in particular for the DPW and Rec and Maintenance.
It's night and day as well. I mean, they're coming to a state-of-the-art facility that's clean. They don't have to worry about rodents. They don't have to worry about ceiling falling on them, birds, nesting over their workspaces. A nice, clean facility, and I know our guys deserve this. More than most people know. A lot of people aren't aware of the conditions of the facility they're using now or moving out of, but we're so excited for them to be in here, and I know they appreciate it.
Well, it's great to see the completion of phase one of this building and this whole area. It's been a work in progress, and seeing it from day one to what it looks like today, it's amazing, the transformation. And now the DPW and the rec department has a healthy workplace to work in as opposed to what they had before.
Finally, everyone is thankful for the support of the town and the hard work of everyone who helped make this a reality.
And this has been a great thing that the town supported us to get funded for this project. Both projects got funded at the same time, phase 1 and phase 2, but it's tremendous. So I do appreciate the help that town meeting gave us, as well as all the boards and commissions along the way.
We're happy that the town meeting members voted to approve it, and we're thankful for all, John Sanchez and John Petrin when he was here, all their work pushing this project and including us in it.
From the new DPW and Parks and Recreation Maintenance Facility, I'm BNEWS Director Rich Hosford.
Longtime Burlington resident and former Burlington High School varsity cheerleading coach Linda Clement has passed away after a long battle with cancer at the age of 69. Linda was born in Medford and was one of 7 girls to parents Jean and James Canty. The family moved to Burlington when Linda was 5 and became fixtures of the community. Linda was a 1970 graduate of Burlington High, and during her time there was a cheerleader for varsity hockey. After graduating, Linda stayed active in Burlington sports as a coach and supporter. She coached cheerleading for Burlington Pop Warner and Burlington High School football, hockey, and soccer. She was a member of the Pop Warner board and director of their cheerleading program. As a mother of 4 children, Linda saw her son and daughters actively involved in a variety of Red Devil sports and thought it was great joy to see them compete. Linda was dedicated to her family and friends. She had a wonderful devotion to her mother and her sisters, who were some of her best friends. Her children and grandchildren became her entire world. Her obituary reads, Keep Burlington Beautiful, a local chapter of Keep Massachusetts Beautiful, is striving to educate and encourage residents to keep our town's streets and parks clear of trash and litter. The group was organized over Facebook by resident Rachel Bigler and is steadily growing in membership, with community members eager to do their part to keep Burlington beautiful. BNews reporter Chris Flaherty has this look.
We've introduced you to Facebook groups where residents have swapped gifts of wine and spirits, hidden painted rocks around town, and showcased the creations of local crafters. Now we bring you the group Keep Burlington Beautiful, which is encouraging residents to get out and help keep the town free of trash and litter.
Keep Burlington Beautiful is the local chapter for Keep Massachusetts Beautiful, which is a regional chapter for Keep America Beautiful. And it's basically the idea of keeping cities and towns clean and clear and free of litter, and just trying to help pick up the trash and also prevent trash from being on the grounds. It's a really easy thing to do individually. As you go for a walk or a jog, you can pick up trash. If you go to a local park, you can do that by yourself. I am trying to organize some group cleanups. I've done a couple so far. And then there's also the data side of it and the prevention of the litter. So if people want to get really involved, there's collecting data that we can then take to the town and see where we can help the town figure out where to prevent litter.
The group's numbers are quickly expanding as members are eager to get out and do their part.
I love this town. It has been so great. Just everyone's really excited. They post pictures of their cleanups, and in Keep Mass Beautiful, you can get a cleanup crew kit, which includes a grabber, some gloves, which I don't have on me, and a tote bag, and then this awesome shirt so you can stand out. Some people have ordered their cleanup crew kit and posted pictures of them doing some local pickups, either at parks or just as they're walking around town.
Bigler hopes Keep Burlington Beautiful will help raise awareness and inspire residents to help keep our community clean.
As people go out and about, just thinking about that cup that they're holding, making sure it ends up in the proper receptacle, and then maybe one day really getting involved with the town of ways that we can prevent litter from even getting to our streets. Just awareness and involvement, just trying to get people to really keep Burlington beautiful.
Until next time, this is Chris Flaherty for BNews Weekly.
The Burlington Area Chamber of Commerce is back and ready to help serve the needs of Burlington businesses and the community at large. BNews reporter Tad Stefanak recently attended to one of their first in-person networking events since the pandemic and has this look.
The Burlington Area Chamber of Commerce is in the fray of Burlington's economic recovery.
Well, the Chamber has brought back its Networking PM series, and it's actually great to be back out in person with people and hear the struggles that some people are having, but also be able to just get business going and start having those relationships back.
With businesses getting in stride, there's been a changing of the guard at the BACC.
So I've been with the Chamber for about 8 years now. I started when I needed to build my network 8 years ago when I was in business development and selling property casualty insurance. And I've been a member ever since. And just recently they asked me to become the chairperson of the Chamber, and I was very happy to accept.
Kelly brings some new ideas, but it's we've got a great staff at the executive level of the Chamber. They're helping her along, they're helping us along. We're looking at what the new Chamber is going to look like, and we're seeing how we're going to move this organization forward, and we're really looking forward to a breath of fresh air.
We have a huge vision. Coming out of COVID, the first thing that we want to do is really let people know that we're back. And when I say back, it's hashtag BACC. We are back.
We work to help with the challenges that businesses can't accomplish on their own.
The BACC is working constantly behind the scenes, and I don't think that people always know that. For example, the recent MWRA grant that we got, the Chamber had a lot to do with that. Several of the companies paid for a consultant to come in and write the actual grant language. We worked very closely with the town. At the end, we ended up, I don't remember the number off the top of my head, but it was a couple $1 million in a grant, and what was going to take 10 years to accomplish the MWRA tie-in has now been significantly reduced. So we're always here, we're working behind the scenes to help the community.
So whenever we talk about shop local, dine local, bank local, stay local, please do your best to keep it in Burlington and in the Burlington area.
I'm a Burlington resident. I have been for 25 years. I recognize that the companies here in Burlington pay a third of my property taxes, a third of my taxes, and I am eternally grateful to them. And so we try to work on that partnership with the resident and the companies, and I think we're doing a really great job.
From Tuscan Kitchen in the district, I'm BNEWS reporter Tad Stefanak.
A Mexican restaurant chain is looking to occupy the site of a former Mexican place in the Burlington Mall. Rosa Mexicano has submitted paperwork for a special permit to Burlington's planning department to set up shop in the former Besito location. Rosa Mexicano is a full-service restaurant who has been offering contemporary Mexican cuisine for more than 35 years in select areas across the eastern United States, the cover letter of the application states. As part of their expansion program, they have chosen Burlington as its second Massachusetts location, and they intend to open the restaurant in early 2022. The letter states that the restaurant intends to alter the space to fit with its line of decor and style that will be consistent with the vision of the Burlington Mall master plan. According to its website, Rosa Mexicano calls itself upscale Mexican dining that features traditional offerings. Rosa Mexicano is a destination born of a unique vision, it states. In our restaurants, you'll experience upscale dining that honors Mexican heritage, culinary techniques, and the global explorations and inspirations of our founder. The latest Burlington History Uncovered, Historical Commission Peter Coppola talks about some of the historical renovation he's been working on this past year. Let's check it out.
You've heard me mention in the past how I spend the winter restoring old gardening and woodworking tools, but this year was a bad year for tool collecting. So I had to branch out into other areas, and I did some favors for friends, like I rebuilt a 1924 Model T Ford truck wheel, and that was interesting. I never knew that the changing of a wheel on a Model T automobile, the spokes and the rim stayed on the car, and a separate rim and the tire and inner tube were the spares, and that was put over the spokes and the rim. The other thing I didn't know is that the tire needed 60 pounds PSI, which is about twice the amount of air pressure on that car, on that tire, versus a modern automobile today. Bit of trivia, you never know when you're going to do a Trivial Pursuit, but did that one. Just driving through the streets, I found a couple of tables on the sidewalk, did a curbside pickup. The round table, which is a drum table, is from the 1930s, and when I picked that up, it was in 28 pieces, but the owner assured me that they were all there. Took me a week just to put the puzzle together and get it all glued up before I could even start working on restoring it. There was also a triangular occasional table that I'm working on now. And separately, I found a couple of bridge lamps from the 1920s. This one is very interesting. This is called a New England Cape Cod style wrought iron adjustable bridge lamp. This lamp has siblings that sell today for over $5,000. I'll be lucky if this one is worth $200, but got it for free, so you really can't complain.
It's back. The biggest Burlington event of the summer, Celebrate Burlington, has returned after it was canceled last year due to, of course, the pandemic. BNEWS reporter Robert Paris has the details.
The Burlington Parks and Recreation Department is getting ready for their biggest event of the season. Celebrate Burlington has returned.
We're excited. Celebrate Burlington is set for August 7th on the Town Common. Information has gone out to our local organizations that participate, local businesses, and sponsorships are coming in. We're happy with the sponsorship or the response we've gotten, both from sponsors and from local businesses that do tables, or local organizations that do tables at the event. And we look for those donations and sponsorships to increase as we get closer to the event. But we are scheduled for Saturday, August the 7th, and a full slate, 11 to 4 on the Common with all of the activities, and then a car show from 5 to 7, and then a concert from 7 to 9, followed by fireworks.
I'm Robert Paris for BNEWS Weekly.
We go now to BNews weatherman Peter Brown for a look at the forecast for the week ahead. We'll also check out the community calendar with Gretchen Carey to see what's happening in Burlington, and get the latest social media minute with Gabrielle Papilli.
Well, hello everyone. This is Peter Brown with a look at your weather for the next 7 days. Here we are heading into the beginning of August. I know it's hard to believe. Summer is slowly slipping away from us, but we have some great weather still on the horizon, so no fear yet. We don't have any of that cold fall-like weather heading for us yet. As we start our period on Friday, we're going to be seeing temperatures below average for this time of the year. So temperatures only in the mid to upper 70s, but very pleasant out there. You might actually even need a little bit of a coat or sweater if you're going out at night around the Burlington areas. Temperatures we think are going to dip down into the lower 50s, so pretty chilly out there if you have to be out and about in the Burlington area Friday night into early Saturday morning. Rounding on our period as we get towards Thursday, we're going to be seeing temperatures going to probably be about average for this time of the year. Our average high should still be in the mid-80s right now, and that's pretty much what we're going to see. Is going to be par for the course as we head towards the end of the period. And of course, as you notice, our length of day keeps getting shorter and shorter as we head towards the end of summer. So let's go ahead and take a look what the Climate Prediction Center is calling for us here in the Burlington area in terms of temperatures and precipitation for the next 7 days. Again, looking at this map, pretty much what we've been seeing for the past few weeks here, actually for most of the month of July. We're expecting a good chance of our temperatures to be below average in most of New England and actually most of the northeastern U.S. As we look at our chances of precipitation, this is actually some good news. Looks like it's going to be drying out here around the Burlington area and pretty much all of the northeast. Looks like we're expecting below average precipitation, which is great to try and help all those lawns and gardens dry out a bit after the incredibly heavy rain we had all of the month of July. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to be seeing for the next 7 days in terms of weather here in the Burlington area. And again, looks like a pretty typical mid-summer forecast here. Our temperatures are going to be fairly pleasant, nothing hot. A little bit, again, below average for this time of the year. It's supposed to be in the mid-80s, and we're going to be seeing temperatures pretty much uniform for most of the period, right from Friday through Thursday. Temperatures ranging from the mid-70s to the low 80s, and a couple of chances of some spot showers here and there every other day this period, but it doesn't look like it's going to be anything that's going to measure up to much. And of course, the tropics remain very quiet here after we had our very active beginning to the tropics season earlier this summer. Doesn't look like anything is going to be heading towards us in terms of tropical storms or hurricanes towards the New England area at all in the foreseeable future. So that is some great news. So everyone, get out there, have a great week, and enjoy this beautiful summer weather.
Hey friends, I'm Gabrielle, also known as Miss Burlington MA. I'm here to share with you my posts and pictures from my own social media account and showcase the amazing businesses and things to do in and around Burlington. For over an impressive 40 years, Lakasha's Bakery has been one of Burlington's go-to spots for absolutely incredible Italian-style catering, bakery, and deli options. Their skillful employees are always so kind and helpful in aiding you with your order and work around the clock to bring you the freshest items possible. I am partial to their bakery items, but also really enjoy their famous Shred a la Fred sub.
Hey everyone, I'm Gretchen Carey, and this is your community calendar. It's a big night for our first responders. On Wednesday, August 4th from 5 to 7 p.m., the Burlington Fire and Police Department is having a community safety night at Wegmans Parking Garage. For more about the event, go to the town's website at burlington.org. Come and take a look at a variety of animals. Also on Wednesday, August 4th at 6:30 p.m., the Burlington Parks and Recreation Department will be having Animal Adventures. Come and perform at the Town Common. Everyone is welcome and the event is free. For more information, go to burlingtonparksandrecreation.org. It's time to play a game. Now through September 7th from 6 to 8 p.m., 3rd Avenue is having a cornhole tournament on the green. Everyone is welcome. The event is free, but pre-registration is required. I'm Gretchen Carey, and that was your community calendar.
We've got some summer sports for you this week. The Burlington Baseball and Softball Association teaches young athletes fundamentals of the two sports during the warm summer months at Simons Park. BNews reporter Robert Paris went there to check it out, and he files this report.
Hey everyone, I'm BNews sports reporter Robert Paris. We're here at Simons Park where the Burlington Baseball and Softball Association is having some games, and we're going to chat with Vice President Brian Brothers and see what else is going on here. So let's get to it. It was a busy evening at the upper and lower fields at Simons Park as the Burlington Baseball and Softball Association had a few games going on for young athletes.
BBSA has been around forever. I mean, I probably played in it as a 9, 10, 11, 12-year-old going over 30 years ago, so it's been around quite a while. When my young son Evan got involved, Evan's 11 now, but when he got started in T-ball at 5, 6, 7 years old, I was a big baseball guy, so I knew I wanted to coach. So that was about the time I got involved as far as coaching, and then about a year later, some people came to me and asked if I was interested in a board position, so I jumped right in, and I've just been kind of working on the board since, just getting kids out to play the game of baseball, which I grew up loving, my kid loves, so it's kind of been a kind of a perfect fit for me.
Brothers was happy to see the registration numbers bounce back for 2021.
We're carrying this year in In-Town Summer, we're carrying 6 teams, about 11 to 12 kids, so we were pushing about 70 kids, which is great. We're all about kind of promoting baseball.
Within the Summer League, young athletes get an opportunity to learn and play the fundamentals of baseball and softball.
Something like the In-Town Summer that we're looking at here, this is really about developing skills. It's about kids getting the opportunity to try to pitch, to play different positions, things like that. I mean, the high school level, it's all about winning and being a successful program. When you get to this level of In-Town Summer, you're talking kids who we want to learn different positions, to pitch, to things like that.
BBSA has a 10-game season within a 6-week span.
Get a good amount of baseball in a 6-week span, and then when it's done, we have a nice championship game at the end and give some trophies out, which makes some kids happy. And but I think the main point is just getting these kids in in game action.
I spoke with one of the teams, Burlington Green, with head coach Joe Courier and his two sons, JR and Robert.
BBSA, this is my 4th year. Normally the regular season, this is my first year as summer baseball. And summer baseball is a little bit different. You have a mix between first graders and 5th graders, so it's a little better experience, for the little kids playing with the older kids. So, we're having fun.
What's your favorite part?
Playing the game. So I like that my brother's on my team and my dad gets to be my coach.
The league keeps kids active in the summer, and most of all, they're having fun.
First and foremost, this league in the summer is all about fun, getting the opportunity to maybe play different positions. Like I said earlier, getting the opportunity to maybe pitch, maybe taking that step. You know what, I wasn't comfortable pitching in my regular league. Let me do it here and see how it goes. So first and foremost, fun.
Well, that was a fun time we had here at Simons Park. I'm Robert Paris for BNEWS Sports.
Another week, another photo to highlight. This week's photo shows the people at the Burlington Public Library are fans of both having fun and the Olympic Games. It was posted to the library's Facebook page and features youth librarian Nicole Monk doing her best long jump, which they naturally measured in a book. In total, she cleared 10 tomes, which comes out to about 80 inches or 6.6 feet. Great jump, Nicole, and thanks to Jenna Cantino for capturing all the action. We'd like to see your photos. They could be of your summer activities, a family trip, or everyday moments, whatever you think is interesting and want to share. Email your photos to bcat@bcattv.org with the subject line Photo of the Week. And that's it from the news desk here at BNEWS Weekly. I'm Phil Gallagher along with Tad Stefanak, Chris Flaherty, Rich Horsford, Peter Brown, Gretchen Carey, and Gabriel Papili. Thank you for joining us.